Welcome to Nusa Penida,
one of the most famous islands in Indonesia and one of arguably the most famous beaches in the world, Kelingking Beach, that looks like a T-Rex. Also home to a whole host of other famous spots that you might have seen on Instagram, such as the Thousand Island Viewpoints, Tree House and Dimond Beach. During our 4 days here, we plan to show you the realities of each Instagrammable spot, as well as taking a look at what the underwater world here looks like. Nusa Penida is one of 2 Nusa islands located off the shores of Bali. We travelled here via boat from Sanur, which took around an hour and cost us between £15 to £20 per person.
So, our time in Nusa Penida didn't get off to the best start. I was ill for the first couple of days, and then when we finally went out on a tour on day 3, we saw a girl go over a cliff on her motorbike. Thankfully she was okay, but this was a stark reminder of the dangers of riding a motorbike in Bali and specifically on Nusa Penida, where the roads are particularly dangerous. But we managed to patch her up, get her on an ambulance, and we finally carried on with our tour.
On day 1, we started off by visiting Angel's Bilabong, which is an incredible natural infinity pool on Nusa Penida. It is located on the western side of the island and is absolutely stunning with its emerald hues and crystalline waters. You can also take a swim in here if it takes your fancy. Now, I made our way around from Angel's Bilabong and we are at Broken Beach, known for the broken part in the rock and the circular shape of the beach itself, although you can't actually get down there because it's so steep and there are definitely no stairs. Hello my brew, tell me about where we are.
So we are at the famous Kelingking Beach, which looks like a T-Rex. It is as stunning as it looks on Instagram. However, there are most probably, like 1,000 people here queuing just to get a photo. I don't know if you can see on the camera. There's a photo point down there, so that's the hike down, which looks pretty ropey. But there's a queue to even get to that point just for a photo, so it's just chaos. So I think we're going to come back for sunrise a different day.
Good idea.
Yeah, I do.
Famous monkeys at Kelingking.
So we have made it to stop number 4 of the day, which is Tembeling Waterfall. You basically park at the top and then are told that you have to get someone to drive you on a motorbike down. But after seeing the girl crash this morning, I don't think either of us fancied it. So we've taken the walk. It only took about 20 minutes, pretty downhill, so the way back up might be pretty bad. And we've just reached the point that the motorbikes would drop us off, and now it's just steps down to, it's not a waterfall actually, is it? It's like
rock pools.
It's like called the Beach and Forest. I think it's like rock pools, water's flowing in. But yeah, we're not too sure what to expect, so let's go find out.
We made it down to Tembeling Beach and water pool thing behind me. You can swim in it, it's fresh water, it's really refreshing. And then you've got a little swing here and a lovely little slice of beach, although I don't think you can swim in the sea because the current looks really strong. So I assume that's why they've made this man-made rock pool behind me.
So this is our little hut at MG Villas and Spa. Just got ready and we're just heading out for my first meal in a few days, which I'm absolutely buzzing about. I've had a good recommendation, apparently the food is good. So.
Yeah, it's really good. That's why we're going to show you where it is.
And this is the place. It's quite nice to be fair. It's right by the main beach, nice pool, and all the huts are brand new apparently. So yeah, MG Villas and Spa if you're looking somewhere to stay in Nusa Penida. Morning from Dimond Beach. It's 5:30. We got picked up at 4 AM to get here for sunrise. Yeah, and we are super early. I mean, it is still more or less pitch black. So I think we've got about half hour to wait for the sunrise, but ideal because there is literally just another group of 4 or 5 people waiting, and then we'll have the whole place to ourselves, which will be epic.
Look how beautiful this place is. Done a little bit of shooting, hopefully got some great shots in there. If we have, we'll show them now. And we've just come down to the beach. There is a little bit of a hikey abseil vibe down. Maybe we'll record some on the way back up again now we've done it once already. But yeah, the beach is stunning. I don't even know what the time is, but like 7 o'clock in the morning. There's about 3 other people here. It's really nice.
This is the route down and up from Dimond Beach. So this is the first bit. You can see here we are literally just off the beach. So you have to kind of pull yourself up this bit. Then you've got a flat path. Then you have to repeat the same thing, and then you've got steps which you might be able to see there in the distance. So this is Liv just getting to the top of stage 1. Alright. We are at the 1,000 Island viewpoint, so behind me you will see Dimond Beach. And there's a whole load of little islands that you can see, and this is where the famous tree house is, where everybody gets the Instagram photo. You can see it just down here. So you pay 75,000 each, so that's about £4, and you get 2 minutes each to have your photos. So there's only a little bit of a queue today, but it's an incredible view and a great spot for a photo, so well worth it. And it's not that busy. The time, it's 9:30, so the guy was saying that all the day tours that come here from Nusa Penida over from Bali arrive on the island at about 9-10 o'clock. So this place will start getting really busy after 10 o'clock. So if you are staying on Penida and you want to come here, try and get here as early as you can. Everything is really close. Like you've got Atu Beach, Dimond Beach, 1,000 Island Viewpoint, and the treehouse all within a stone throw away from each other.
A famous treehouse that everybody sees on Instagram. Actually just there for photos only, but it is a gorgeous view over Dimond Beach.
So we are at Teletubby Hills. Don't quite really resemble Teletubbies, but it's nice enough. It's not the most incredible place to visit on Nusa Penida. Okay, to get to the east side of the island, so to see Dimond Beach and the treehouse and everywhere we've been this morning, you can either take the coastal route on the north side of the island, or you can cut through the middle. If you take the cut through, you will pass the Teletubby Hill, so it's worth you just stop on the side of the road and have a look. But yeah, you just basically look at the hills and that's it.
Good morning everybody. It is a new day. We're heading back to Kelingking Beach as we want to beat the crowd. So it's about 6:10 in the morning, and yeah, so we're going to go down there and see if we can get some really good shots. We've been told that it's an hour hike down and 2 hours back up, so TBC if we're going to have time to do that, but we'll definitely show you what this iconic Instagram spot looks like. So we'll come back to Kelingking. And as you can see, there's barely anybody here, which was the aim of the game. Not like the other day. So yeah, gonna fly the drone now and then maybe head down to the beach. As I mentioned, we're at Kelingking. I just want to show this because I feel like this is like a huge reality of Nusa Penida as a whole island, which I don't feel like we've necessarily shown everyone very well. But yeah, so a lot of places that you go are still like this. We're at pile of rubbish here, another huge pile of rubbish up there. And yeah, I just feel like this is something that's really common as you drive around Nusa Penida Island. It's definitely not all as beautiful as the Instagrammable spots that are here, but the Instagrammable spots that are here are breathtakingly beautiful and definitely worth seeing.
So quick update, we have just started the descent. We are on actual stairs at this point and actually have a fence to hold on to. There are mosquitoes absolutely everywhere, and Liv is down here posing. But yeah, pretty, I mean it's now most probably 7:30, nearly 8 o'clock. We've still basically got the whole place to ourselves, so pretty awesome. Stage 2, we have now left the stairs and we've now got a fairly kind of gravelly descent. It's not too bad, but we might just be going over there to that platform and not going all the way down because we're not sure we've got enough time / energy to make the next descent, but we'll see what the next phase looks like. So we have made it halfway down and we have decided not to take the rest of the descent. However, I just thought we'd show you the fencing. So a lot of our favourite blogs talk about this bamboo fencing. It's all pretty loose and you can't really hold on to it or anything. But obviously looks fairly fresh. Like during COVID, they've put this fencing in, which is really stable and goes all the way down. So you can see the next kind of phase of the decline. It's pretty rocky, but there is a solid fence to hold on to. So I think they have massively improved it. But we are just gonna chill halfway down, have a drink, and then head back up to the top there.
Here it is. This place really is something special. So cool. I feel like I've seen it so much for so many years, and actually to just be here is pretty sick. Loving it. So we are back from Kelingking. We had a great time. We're back at A Lily for some breakfast. Really looking forward to it. I've just actually had the urge to jump on again because obviously we've kind of spoken about the accident that we witnessed on the motorbike a couple of days ago, and we've literally just sat here and another accident has happened literally just here. So just be so careful if you're gonna decide to drive a motorbike here. Yeah, that's 2 in the space of 4 days we've witnessed now. On our final day here, Lewis wasn't feeling too great, so I headed out on a snorkeling trip to see if I could spot any manta rays. Our first stop was Manta Point, where the underwater world blew me away with just how many mantas there were. Then we stopped at Crystal Bay, where there were loads of tropical fish and a gorgeous beach. Our final stop was Gamat Bay, where we were lucky enough to spot some turtles. During our time in Nusa Lembongan, we also enjoyed some scuba diving at Manta Point on Nusa Penida with French kiss divers. We were so lucky to have a few amazing encounters with manta rays. Take a look at this.
Final word on visiting Nusa Penida. So if you want to go anywhere for sunrise, you will have to stay on the island because the tours arrive at around 10 AM. However, if you're not interested in that, then our advice would be to do tours from Nusa Lembongan, which is a much nicer island in our opinion, has nicer hotels and nicer restaurants. So you've got 2 options, but that would be our advice on how best to get around Nusa Penida.
Thank you so much for tuning into our episode on Nusa Penida. If you like what we do here, you know what to do. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss another one of our videos, like and share so others can find us. We're going to do a separate video on this actually, in terms of we're going to do a separate video. Oh, it's fucking blurry. Come on. So it's 75,000 okay.
But to get to the
It's So we finally ventured to a different restaurant that's playing lovely live music downstairs. What? Yeah. I'm not going any closer. Oh, that's a rubbish shot anyway. The unscramble spots that are here are breathtakingly beautiful,